I'm just here to make a video of some ornaments that I had made last year. I just finally got around to putting a special coating on them, and I'll show you a few other things. This ornament right here, these are ones I painted last year. I put a poly acrylic coating over one. If you paint them with if you use acrylic paint, you need to buy a polyacrylic. You can get it brush on, or you can do spray on. And when you get through, it protects the paint from ever coming off. So that's one I did out of gray, white, and black. All different kind of colors I mixed together. And this is the same way. And then I just sanded them, gave them smooth. This was a Mother's Day present that I made. I think sometime last year or something, but I never gave it to her. So I wanted to finish it so she'll have it for her tree. And that's that. That I made for my niece, you know. And then I just made this one for fun. I just thought, heck, I would just try something out, made that for fun. I like that. You know, then I'm going to give these some, these are all going to go to somebody to hang on their tree. I bought this. It came with Baby Yoda little silicone spoon set. It's where you can actually make a Baby Yoda sticking out of a stocking after you cut it. This is what I use. I actually take cookie cutters to make ornaments. Now, this right here was made from an ornament. But I actually cut this out on a Rockwell Blade Runner I used to have years ago before I got a scroll saw. If I had a scroll saw, it would be even better. But I used a ryobi scroll saw to make all these things. But that's what I use. I use cookie cutters. Now, I was today trying to make a butterfly, it's a pattern I have for making a butterfly puzzle. I was doing perfect on it. I should not have it taped down. I should have bought some Gorilla spray adhesive that you spray on the paper and then stick it down to the wood. Now, you can spray the wood and put it on, but that makes it permanent. If you want it to easily peel off, then all you do is you just spray the paper and then lay it down and get it smooth and knock any air bubbles out, so it'll make it easy to peel it off. And then you go around and cut it out. But if you ever cut puzzles out, you gotta have a certain thickness as like wood puzzles you would buy. But you gotta also make sure you use the blade with the less teeth in the more skinniest blade you can find, so you can make all those tiny little cuts. If you use one that's a medium-sized blade or a thick blade for a scroll saw, it don't work. But then this is just another one I have, you know, right there. And then I got this, and I made 8 of these. Literally 8 of them. Not every one of them's perfect. All I gotta do is just go around with my little tiny little thin stripped band sander, a belt sander that I got from, that's a bench top that I got from Harbor Freight to sand these, and then I'm through. And I only do use one grit when I sand them, because I just go around and give them a light sand, and then I go like this across, and then I do the back that way just to take the pencil marks off, and then I go back with a finger sand. I go back with a piece of sandpaper because I don't have any more of the finger sander papers for it. I only had 220 grit on it, and I take a piece of Diablo net sanding random orbital paper that I just rolled up into like a little, you know, thing, and I just sand these smooth and get it rounded over. Then I go back over to 220 grit, and I'm done. You're really supposed to go with 80 grit, then 120 grit, and then 220 grit, but I don't have 120, so I can't do it. So I just do it this way, and then I just go around and lightly touch the edges up with that 220 grit to finish it off, and then I'm through. But if I make them like this, I don't always paint them. I will actually give them to the person and let them paint them themselves. You know, or they might have somebody in the family they want to paint it for them. But if it's out of something that takes a varnish or any other kind of finish, like the ones I make out of, that I made of a piece of wood that I got from an Oriental cedar tree, which is an Asian tree that looks like a Lion King tree, then I will put a finish on it. I'll get one other thing and show it to you. I gotta go over here to the table and get it. This come from Matlock family. That's what this come from. I won't show you the address. They put bean on it. It came to my old address. And it says season's greetings right there. I'm still not good at reading, and well, you know, that's a good thing. Proudly made in USA. So now buying this, you're giving people in the U.S. a job, you know. It says, may the holidays work their very special magic, filling your heart with a very special peace. Mrs. Amanda and the Raging Scratcher. And I really like that. I didn't even know I was getting it. That was a surprise. It's always nice when you have people give you things. It's always nice to give back. It's like when I make these ornaments, the reason when I make them, I've always had people say, oh, when I give them an ornament, what do I owe you for it? I say, you don't owe me a thing, because I give them to them, because I enjoy making these things. I make them for fun, but I don't give them away. The only thing I will ever charge for, if it's something huge, one that, like the puzzles, if I make them, sometimes I will just give them to people out of kindness. But eventually I'm going to get to where if I can perfect making puzzles out of wood, all different kinds, and making other things out of wood, like toys and stuff out of wood, then I will start selling them. Eventually I'm going to try to get into buying like furniture and stuff at furniture stores, and I'll show you one other thing. At furniture stores, and start doing this. This I bought because I was gonna I got a project where I'm gonna make. It has a little side here, and then a flat piece here, then another leg goes up like this, and then I put another piece here, then a leg, and it's a 2-tier part. So I'll put it on top of my cabinets so I can set my my bear picture and cookie jars that are just for decorative look on top and display them. And this right here is this is a kreg clamp. You can get one that's for the hole, but this is another thing that goes to it. This right here, whenever you see it on the kreg jig system and you put in the wood, when it stops to a certain depth, if it goes like half, 3/4, or 1.5, then that's where you lock this collet in with the Allen kit it comes with. Which I'll show you the kit. A $99 kit that I bought. They do give you a little design to make that project. You can get a rip cut, accurate cut, straight edge guide, portable cross cut, or a cross cut station. And they got all kinds of stuff you can use. And then these are instructions to it. These came free with it. This was just a bonus where you get 1 inch, 1 1/4 inch, 1 1/4 inch, and then 1/2 inch, 2.5 inch, 2.5 inch. And they're just different kinds and different things. And they're corrosion, they've got that zinc coating so they're corrosion resistant. They make a device for this to where I can attach it to the side here, and then the side here, and it gives me on this side, it'll give me a little place to put all the accessories in and stuff, and it'll hold them. But plus, when you got that closed, it lets you hold it. And then the same here. And what this does is you can actually rotate this all the way completely around 360 degrees. So like say you're like this, you can clamp it. You got this locked so you can't move that. And then you can move it up from 1/2, 3/4 to 1/2. It's just a little stiff for me to move it, but that's the way it is. And it's really nice. And it actually comes with the bit that you use. That's what they recommend. Eventually I'm going to get the clamp that has like a little hole like this where when you clamp it into the pocket hole, you do good. But when you use this, you only make pocket holes on one board. You don't do it on the other side. So when you piece the boards together, the screw, the tip of the screw has self-binding. It'll go into the wood and grab the other wood, and it draws it together. It's a lot stronger than nails, and it's a lot stronger than dowels and dominoes. And it's a lot stronger than biscuits, you know. Makes a lot better. These are automatically with it. These right here, I didn't know, I didn't know they sit on top, lock in like that. But you get 1.5, you get 1 1/4 inch, 32 millimeter of those, and then you get 2.5 inch, 64 millimeter of those. I know this video's a little long, but this is the little Allen key you get. It has your measurements on it because you actually put it up against the wood. And when you put it up against the wood, it'll measure whatever that wood follows at. If it follows at like 1.5, 3/4, or if it follows at 1.5, 3/4, or 1/2, then that's where you set this little guide part that you move up and down to that, and then put this bit in it, and then lock that color in on that one, and you're set. And I don't know what the one in the middle is with like a little booklet with the letter I in it, or what that means. I'd have to read the book for that. But that's all that. That's that's all I have to show you. Eventually I will make a video. So stay tuned. Sometime tomorrow, Elf Bunny is coming out to do a Christmas dance. Yeah, there probably will be some twerking in it, because I don't know what Elf Bunny will do. But I am actually going to try to reenact one of the scenes in the movie. Because I kind of like, you know, reenacting stuff, and I like acting. I'm actually trying to study acting. I would like to be like my cousin Michael Jeter, that played in Jurassic Park 3, that got eaten by the dinosaur. He played in Sister Act. I can't remember if it's Sister Act 1 or Sister Act 2. He, Polar Express, the movie, was dedicated to him because that was the last movie he made when he died. He lived in a house somewhere with his partner in Memphis, Tennessee, somewhere. I don't know exactly where in Memphis, Tennessee, but that's where he lived. His dad was actually, I think his dad was either a doctor or a dentist that lived here in Lawrenceburg for years. You know, it's just, my McCord side of the family never got along with the Jeters. That's why I never got to really actually get to meet him, and he probably never knew we were cousins. But he was a real good, oh, he actually played the dude in the Green Mile that was in the jail cell that had the little pet mouse, you know. He was the one that had that little pet. He played in that movie. And I can't remember any other movies he played in, but he's done a lot of movies. I think he's done a couple of TV shows and stuff. But he was a real good actor. So I just thought I'd throw that out there too. But eventually I will make a video on my Legos as well, you know, show them all. And then there's some summer, after I get the yard done, I will, I might show some of that work I did out there off, you know. So y'all can see that too. Hope you like it. Peace out.